Hello everybody, so this video is a follow-up with the last video. I want to show you how to set up the circulation for the LT3000. That's the condensation. If you use a circulation, so you can have more water, and then use a pump to pump the water into the condenser, and then you can help it cool down and make the condensation. I highly recommend you, if you use the circulation, you can do the outside. That would be the best. If you want to do the inside, you got to be really careful, because sometimes if your flow is not well managed, the water can overflow from the condenser and go onto your table or something behind this. So if you do the inside, I recommend you use the ice cube method. Just putting here. Watch my last video how to use the ice cubes. There's a very simple way to make 4 to 5 big chunk of the ice cubes, and that will be much easier, for your handle, especially indoor. And for the outdoor, you can try the circulation method. And today, I'm gonna demonstrate you what material you use for the circulation and how to set it up. Okay, so for the materials, first part is the water part. So you gotta need a bucket and a pump. You can find this kind of a little circulation pump for the fish tank, and then just use a bucket to hold the water. And then you're gonna need a tube to connect the condenser with the pump, and a little valve to help you manage the flow. The tools we need, the screwdriver, the Phillips screwdriver to loose this. After loose the clamp, we can take the tube out, and then we can connect with a new tube for the circulation. So silicone tubing and a scissor. So we need to cut it, make sure it fit the length. Make sure the water will go in from the bottom, and don't forget put the clamp on. And then use a screwdriver to tighten it. On the bottom, this tube will connect with the pump. So we will trim it to make sure it fit the length. And don't forget, add a valve. Some of the pump, you can control the flow just by using the pump. So you don't really need a long tube, just make sure the size, the length of the tube will fit from the pump to the condenser. That's it. And then use the second tube, connect the top, so the water it can flow back into the bucket. And then trim it, let it go back into the bucket. It really depends on your setup, so you can check the right length for the tubing for your use. I have water in my basket, so I'm using a 5-gallon the bucket. You can use 5-gallon, or you can use more than 5-gallon. But 5-gallon is recommended. You don't want to use a very small one. The reason we use this, just want to have more water can feed in the condenser. That's why we use a pump. So now I gotta show you to turn on the pump. I have the power plug in. So after plug in the water, let me show you. You can see the water going quickly. And that's why we want to manage the flow just by closing it, just make a slower flow, and make sure your water can come back freely, and matching the speed from the pump. And this is a good, just make sure the water level is stable inside the condenser, and that's a good one. And remember a couple things that, again, so first manage the flow, reducing it, and by closing the valve, and then make sure the water come back freely. So in the beginning you want this, the opening, the backflow opening above the water level, so the water won't push back. So let it flow freely, drop into the water before you let it go, before you let this go under the water. So now you can see the water is pretty stable, and that's what we want. And if with time, you know, this water can become hot, you can add an ice cube in there and help you know, keep the cooling power. And so that's it. It's once it's stable, it's then it's pretty easy to manage, so you don't worry about changing the hot water from the condenser. Okay, so this is today's video. I just want to show you how to set up the circulation cooling by using a bucket and a pump, and what else you need, the tubing, the valve is very important. You want to use that to help you manage the water level, because your pump can go very fast and you don't need that fast. You use this to control the flow and make sure the backflow is steady and the water level is stable during the whole process. So always set up this first before you turn on the heat. This is very important, so make sure everything works properly before you do that, before you turn on the herb distillation. Okay, so hopefully this one can you learn how to set up the circulation. And if you have questions, leave as a comment. This is Dr. Liu. See you next time.